So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. We're here with Plague Skater. We're going to ask him some questions. I'm going to start. What inspired you to start the project?
Oh, all right. What inspired me to start the project was I was in my first band. I'm 17 now.
Okay.
I was in my first band when I was like 14 and 15.
Mhm.
Um, and I started to write songs when I was in that band. They weren't good. I wrote like 2 songs for the band, and they were both terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh, no, seriously. They kind of just let me play them because, I was like a kid, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you'll get better over time." I really didn't.
Yeah.
So eventually, I get kicked out of that band. Still on pretty good terms with everybody though, so that was cool.
That's
and I'm
good.
like, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I want to be better than you. So I started
Yeah,
writing. So I started writing songs. Those weren't that good either.
Uh-huh.
So I got
Oh.
so I got rid of a bunch of those. And this year, I'm like, you know what? I'll just do literally whatever I think of off the top of my head and record it.
Mm.
And once I get like 8 songs, I'll release it.
Okay.
And then I got 8 songs, and then recorded like one more song, and then that was the album.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Ah.
so you're talking about writing and how you weren't good before. What is your writing process like then?
My writing process, usually it starts on guitar.
Okay.
Okay.
So I like to just put my fingers wherever on the guitar, try to find like a cool chord or something
Mhm.
that I usually wouldn't find. So it's a lot of like trial and error because it's
Yeah.
like you either find something that's really awesome or something that's really gross sounding.
Yeah.
So
I understand
it's a lot
that,
of
yeah.
it's a lot of work with that. But once you find something really cool, and once I find something that sounds cool, then I'm starting to be like, oh, what if I did this after that? So that's kind of how it starts for me. It always starts on guitar, and then I come up with like a drum part. I'm sorry, my phone's vibrating.
It's fine.
That's fine.
And then I'll like come up with I'll come up with like drums or something after that because I record the guitar, then drums.
Mhm.
And then I'll add whatever else I want to be in there, and then I'll write lyrics, and then I'll sing.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rayanne, are you here?
Ryan, is she dead
I
again?
am, but like,
That was so ominous.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I was looking at him. Anyways, so what was the first song you wrote, like, as a band?
Mhm. Oh, what was the first song I wrote?
Yeah, what?
What? Okay, what song I wrote? I have the album pulled up here just for like reference.
Ooh, okay.
I think. God, I hate my phone.
Okay.
I think Biting Metal was the first. Yeah, Biting Metal was the first song I wrote.
Okay.
I actually had the music for it for like a year before even thinking of releasing anything, and then I wrote the lyrics when I was in Spanish class one day.
Okay. Productive way to
Cool.
spend Spanish class.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your like band name mean?
Plague Skater. Well, actually, it wasn't even like the original
Yeah.
band name. Like that,
Mhm.
obviously. Should I even like go into? Any
Yeah, you can go into
detail?
that.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. I came up with the original name for this band, which was Beach Death. A lot of people are like, "Oh, car seat headrest," but
Mhm.
I wasn't thinking of that at all. I
Mhm.
like car seat headrest, but I wasn't thinking of that at all when I came up with it. I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of like a surfer emo, so like, what's like something that represents that? So like,
Yeah.
Beach Death, and it's 2 words that are short and sound cool together.
hmm
But then when I signed over onto Flea Collar Tapes, and they were like, "Oh, we want to put your stuff up on Spotify." We were looking around and we found that there were already Beach Deaths on Spotify. So I have like a list of song titles just for inspiration. You know, like I come up with things that sound cool, and I'm like, "Oh, I should write something that's like kind of that feeling." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Plague Skater was one of them, and I felt like since the name change happened not too long after all the Corona stuff really started hitting the fan, I'm like, you know what? Plague Skater. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it.
All right, cool.
Cool. So, with Corona happening, with the whole quarantine being stuck inside, what bands or artists have you been listening to recently?
Oh, that's awesome. I've been really, really loving the new Khaki Cuffs.
Uh-huh.
Their self-titled album. So great. I've been like just jamming it night and day. Like, oh my god. Fox Teeth has their single Donnie Darko, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. Jade is such a great songwriter. Obviously I've been going through my record collection, so that's like Cat and Jazz and like all just random stuff, older stuff, which is, you know, Don Caballero.
Yeah.
Like math rock, just math rock. Ogbert the Nerd, their EP, like, yeah. I've just been listening to a lot of, I guess, emo stuff, new, old emo stuff.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Did Rayanne die again?
I hope not.
I think she did.
Ryan, are you here with us?
Hello? Alright, so is that my cue?
No. So, have you been working on any new projects while you're stuck at home?
Like any new albums?
Yeah, like anything for Plague Skater.
Yeah, I've been actually working on 2 or 3. I've been working on a few new songs for like a smaller release, and I'm also trying to write stuff for a bigger release down the road.
All right.
So I have been working on stuff. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Looking forward to that. Cool. So, what artists would you say are your biggest inspiration?
In general, or just for Plague Skater?
For Plague Skater.
Okay. I had like a list of this somewhere. I'll just remember them off the top of my head though. For Plague Skater, the biggest inspirations are, I think, first like early teen suicide, like the early records, like the DC Snuff Film "Waste Yourself" comp, like all of that stuff, super inspirational. 100 Gex, super into 100 Gex. Coach Whips. Have you ever heard of Coach Whips?
No.
I'm not.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the band The OCs?
I am not.
Also no.
Okay.
This is awkward.
Well, no, you're good. I talk about the OCs with my friend all the time, so I'm just like used to
I get that.
People knowing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's all this singer, guitar player, John Dwyer. The Coach Whips was one of his other bands, and it's just super short, super distorted, crazy punk music. So, Coach Whips. Honestly, Billie Eilish. I really love her record. The production and songwriting on it's super inspirational for me.
Definitely.
There was one other one that there's like one other. I think those are my biggest 4 though.
Okay. Solid list.
So Teen Suicide, 100 Gex, Coach Whips, Billie Eilish.
Cool. Solid list.
Thanks.
So what was your first concert that like you attended?
Oh, The first concert I ever attended was actually really sick. I was like 5 years old,
Mhm.
and my mom took me, my sister, and my cousin to go see No Doubt, and Paramore was opening up for them.
Oh,
Wow. Opening.
Yeah,
opening.
yeah.
Jeez.
When was that then?
It was like 2008.
Oh, so that's
Wow.
like
Yeah,
Riot
so-
era then.
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly. I think that's like when Riot came out. So
Damn.
it was really awesome. I actually still have the Paramore shirt that I got from that show in
That
the
is
closet.
that is so cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good first concert, honestly.
I agree.
I've
Yeah.
heard some bad ones, and like, yeah, but that's a really good
Yeah.
one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we had one guy, the last band we talked to, Peach Creek. They one of the guys saw Will Smith as his first concert. So like, I'm glad we didn't have another one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
I love
he-
Will Smith though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? But it's like, for your first concert,
As a first concert.
for a concert. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
so if you could go to any like concert or festival, past or present, which one would you go to? Like literally any concert ever.
Oh, that's tough. This is way too hard. Probably. This is killing me. Probably. The White Stripes.
Okay.
They're my favorite band ever, so gotta be the White Stripes. I think they had like a live video called Under Blackpool Lights,
Hmm.
which they did in Blackpool, England, obviously. Yeah, I think that would be it. If only just for like, there's a live video of just from that concert where they played the song Death Letter, and the live version is so awesome. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
just for, even if just that song, that's what I'd go to.
Okay. Rayanne, I'll just keep
She-
trying.
Back.
L.
All right. Yeah. Moving on.
So where do you see the project in the next 5 years?
Hopefully, hopefully touring a bit.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm still coming up with songs for it. Maybe even like adding other members, because it's just me right now. So that would be cool to eventually add a few other people in,
Yeah.
even if it's just like one other person. Having somebody else in there touring and actually playing shows. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. That'd be
I
awesome.
agree. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, as we mentioned before, we just spoke to Peach Creek. So we do this thing where we get a question from the last band we interviewed. So this is their question to you.
Okay.
Let me get it up. Okay. What is your favorite Taco Bell item?
Oh, yes! Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I love Taco Bell. So
That's
it's-
completely
Oh, no, it's
valid.
perfect then.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Easily. The Crunchwrap Supreme.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
And to drink, you gotta have a Baja Blast.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
you have to.
Okay.
Like legally, you have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you ever, like, see somebody at a Taco Bell and they go to the soda machine and they just get regular Mountain Dew?
Exactly.
But
Who
the
does
Baja
that?
Blast is right there.
Exactly. God.
L.
Some people, man.
Some
Some people.
people. Some
People
people.
just don't know, and that's
Exactly.
what sucks.
Like, don't go to Taco Bell if. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
no, I get it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just stay home. Stay home.
Yeah.
Make your own Crunchwrap Supreme.
Bro, there's a yeah. Mhm.
All right, Glory. What were you gonna say? There's a recipe out there.
There is. I saw one, and I'm gonna make it, but vegetarian
God,
because I'm
yes.
vegetarian. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. It's
That's cool.
coming soon.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Coming soon. All right, I need pictures.
I will send you pictures.
Sick. So, typically the segue here is like, all right, we're gonna move away from music, but we already did that. So, if you're on death row, what would your last meal be and why?
Ooh.
With a drink.
With a drink.
With a
Alright,
drink.
Cool. So that expands my options.
Yes.
Exactly.
You ever see Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
I'm not.
Okay. Great movie, by the way. You should totally watch it.
Okay, check it out.
Yeah. Okay. So, at the end, spoiler alert, by the way. At the end of the movie, they
Okay.
get to White Castle,
Mhm.
and each of them, well, Harold orders 30 sliders from White Castle, 5 large fries, and 4 cherry cokes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I'd probably get that.
Okay.
That's just, yeah.
That's up
Yeah,
there.
solid.
I love White Castle too. Like that and Taco Bell are in my SS tier for
Mhm.
fast food places.
I mean, completely valid.
Thank you.
So, I have the honor this time of asking the last question, and probably the most important question. What is your favorite color? And be specific. Like, down to the hex, if you want to. So,
I don't know the hex number for my color,
God.
L.
Okay.
which
Yeah.
really stinks because that's just the kind of weird thing that I should know.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
But I really like. My favorite color used to be purple, but now it's blue. Specifically, like really, really dark blue. I guess you'd call it like midnight blue.
Okay.
That's my favorite color.
Sick color.
Yeah. Yeah, sick
Thank
color.
you.
So that's all the questions we have. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Actually, yeah, I would.
Awesome.
Cool.
So not totally sure when this is gonna come out, but I am playing the first ever Plague Skater show
Ah, yes.
in Minecraft.
Yes.
Mhm.
Courtesy of my label, Flea Collar Tapes, obviously. Minecraft Flea Fest, May 15th. There's going to be a ton of awesome bands on there. There's going to be Ulan, Ogbert the Nerd, Wasted Space, Naked Alien, The Folk. Just go. Even if you don't have
Yeah.
Minecraft, buy Minecraft just to go because it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to be debuting some new songs there.
Ooh.
It's going to be sick.
All right.
Awesome.
Is that going to be like streamed on Twitch somewhere or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also
So
going to be streamed on Twitch.
we have
and
talked-
YouTube, I think.
Okay, so we have talked to multiple of the bands. Oolong, Cheers Pricks is on there, and now you. So I'm personally
Oh yeah, you talked to Cheers Brand.
yes,
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
Gloria doesn't know yet, but I was planning on hosting it on our Twitch channel.
Oh.
So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Since
Yeah.
we've talked to multiple of the bands on there, I see why not.
Mhm. Exactly. It's a good idea.
So yeah,
That'd be awesome.
yeah, that'll be up there. So this is Plague Skater. We're the Good Noise Podcast, and I'm in the desperate need of an outro.